All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Full Range Wrestling Recap. I am your host, Most Valuable Pat, and here we are with episode number 2 of Full Range Wrestling Recap. And today we are going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Monday Night Raw and SmackDown for February 5th and 6th of 2018. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And I just want to say really quick that Raw was pretty terrible. SmackDown was way better than Raw was. But Raw was pretty terrible. There are a couple things that I kind of want to go over in SmackDown with this recap. There's not really much to talk about. So they had two qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber match. One was Miz versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews did a great job in this match, and so did Miz. I mean, Miz and Apollo Crews are two great wrestlers, but in the end, Apollo Crews or Miz pulled it out. So he's going to be one of the other entrants in the Elimination Chamber. And then it was Roman versus Bray Wyatt. And it was not really difficult to see who was going to be the winner of that match. Bray Wyatt has his rivalry with Matt Hardy. So, I mean, hopefully that all comes to a head at WrestleMania. And hopefully they play just a bunch of mind games until WrestleMania, which would be fantastic. But everybody saw that Roman was going to win that match, and he did. I think that we're probably just going to have to face it that it's probably going to be Roman versus Brock Lesnar again at WrestleMania. I'm fine with that. I don't mind seeing that match again. I thought they had a good match the first time they fought against each other. But I want to see Strowman versus Brock Lesnar one-on-one. But I'm not sure if they're really going to go the way of Strowman fighting against Brock Lesnar and winning the championship. It looks more like it's probably going to be Roman winning the championship, which is fine because then it actually makes the title relevant again instead of having a part-timer just keep on defending the title every third pay-per-view or something like that. Then it's going to be somebody defending the title every pay-per-view, which I think would be great. So if it's either Strowman or Roman Reigns, it doesn't really make a difference to me, just as long as one of them beats Brock. That's the only thing that matters to me. I don't mind Brock. I like Brock again. I'll say it again, over and over and over again. But I don't like the fact that he just constantly has this title around his waist that makes it just completely irrelevant. So we're just gonna hope and pray that Braun or Roman win the Elimination Chamber match to fight against him in WrestleMania. The second thing I want to talk about Raw was Kurt Angle came out and he announced the women that were going to be in the Elimination Chamber match. There's not that many to choose from, so I thought that this was going to be pretty easy. So when he came out, I thought that he was going to say Bayley, Sasha, not Mandy. I thought it was gonna be Alexa, Bayley, Sasha, Mickey, Sonya, and Nia Jax. I thought that was gonna be the 6, and I was right 5 out of 6 of them. But instead of Nia Jax, they put in Mandy Rose. So now it's gonna be Alexa, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Sasha Banks, Mickey James, and Sonya Deville. I don't like that at all. I think that's the biggest load of crap. Why isn't Nia Jax in this match? I don't understand the point and the reasoning behind this at all. I wanted to, but then I wanted to go crazy because she wasn't in this match. She totally deserves to be in this match. She's one of the most dominant females in the WWE right now. I don't understand why she's not in this match. They said that she's going to be facing Asuka in the Elimination Chamber and if she wins, then she's going to be in a triple threat match in WrestleMania. But here's the thing, though. Like, everybody that says anything about, like, Asuka versus X person, automatically that Asuka's going to win the match. There's no contest whatsoever. They want to keep her undefeated until at least after WrestleMania. And probably like a while after that too. So everybody who fights against her is going to lose. Period. So obviously, Nia Jax is not going to beat her. They're not going to make her lose before WrestleMania. That'd be stupid. The only thing that I can foresee happening is that she has a double count out or something like that, and that's the only reason how she loses the match. Or wins the match, I should say. And then they have a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Nia, Alexa, if it's Alexa that wins the match, and Asuka, with Asuka winning, of course. Duh. I just don't understand the reasoning why Nia Jax is not in this match. That pisses me off so much. I don't understand. I don't know why. It just does. It's annoying that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville get an opportunity over Nia Jax. It doesn't make any sense. Nia Jax never has 1-versus-1 matches or one-on-one matches with the champions. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It's just crazy to me. I really want to see Nia just shoot, go, and just go. Have a big old push. And she's not. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because maybe if she's not like a bad, she's maybe a bitch in the back, or if she's, complaining about something and they're not giving her opportunities because she's complaining about it, whatever. But I watch Total Divas, and she doesn't seem like she's a bitch at all. She seems like she's actually kind of a pretty nice lady. So I really don't understand what the reasoning is behind why they're not giving her any of these opportunities. And that's the one thing I kind of want to stress on in the Raw portion of this recap, because I feel like Nia Jax needs to have more opportunities. She needs to be a champion at some point because she's one of the most dominant people in the division right now anyway. So that's my 2 cents about Nia Jax not being in the Elimination Chamber. The last thing I want to talk about on Raw, so this is going to be a short Raw because Raw was really shitty, was the tag match between the Bar and Seth and Roman Reigns. Jason Jordan is legitimately hurt. He has a neck injury, and he's trying to rehab it so he avoids surgery, because if he has surgery, he's going to be out for a long period of time. So all that injury stuff is 100% true. But he comes out at the end of the match, interferes in the match, hits Sheamus and Cesaro, gets him disqualified, and they win the match. So I want to know when all this stuff, hopefully he gets better soon, and hopefully after he gets better, all this stuff that he's doing comes to a head, because he's acting like a complete idiot. He's acting like he's stupid. He's acting like he doesn't know what he's doing, when I have a feeling that he does know what he's doing, and he's doing everything on purpose. And I'm really, truly hoping that it's going to come to a head, that it's going to be Seth versus Jason Jordan in this big, epic rivalry. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't like the fact that he's hurt. It sucks. But if he can get better quickly, then I think that we'll be okay, and we'll be able to see him versus Seth Rollins, maybe at WrestleMania, or maybe afterwards or something like that. If he's not healthy enough to fight at WrestleMania, then maybe a little bit afterwards, and he can start doing that whole kind of stuff, and then the Bar can actually fight against somebody else. So that was Raw. I mean, that was Raw in a nutshell. Raw was terrible. It seriously was. It was not a good Raw at all. I didn't care for it. It was shit. They need to do better next time. At least they didn't take the first 10 minutes of Raw and have somebody come out and talk for 20 minutes. They actually went right into a match, which is fine. But the rest of the Raw was terrible. So I'm not even going to talk about Raw anymore because it was so bad. So let's go ahead and move on to SmackDown a little bit. So SmackDown was actually a lot better than Raw was. It had a lot of good matches. The first one that the one that I want to mention first was Rusev versus Bobby Roode for the U.S. Championship, which I think was the best match of the night. Well, second best match of the night. They really lit the floor, lit it up. They really did. They really lit up that place. They really did a good job of making a good U.S. Championship match. It did end up that Bobby Roode ended up winning the match, but Rusev was getting big pops. Rusev was getting more popular. I think Rusev is going to get more push because everybody loves Rusev Day. I love Rusev Day. I love it when I don't like it when Aiden English sings Rusev Day. I think it's stupid. But I like the fact that he is getting more popular, getting a little bit of a push because he's a badass and he needs to be treated like a badass. He's a great athlete, great wrestler, funny, great all around guy. So I love to see that match. So, Bobby Roode's great too. I want them to have a big old rivalry. It'd be wonderful. And then also there was a match between the Bludgeon Brothers and the House, like, enhanced talent or whatever. I can't wait to see Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos. That's like the next big thing. That's the next big tag team championship match that I'm really, really, really looking forward to watching. Because the Bludgeon Brothers are killing it, and so are the Usos. I really want to see those two battle it out, have a nice little rivalry, maybe exchange the championship a couple times, and I think it'd be great. Or have Bludgeon Brothers dominate over them. Who knows? Who cares? But I'd like to see the Bludgeon Brothers fight against the Usos. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, awesome wrestlers. Don't really talk too much, but they're awesome wrestlers. They haven't really fought against anybody big yet. They always go against like the house talent and shit, but I do like the fact that the Bludgeon Brothers are going to be next in line for that championship match. And hopefully that happens at WrestleMania too. I'm hoping they just kind of skip over the tag team championships in an Elimination Chamber, and then they have them start their rivalry maybe after Elimination Chamber, and it's Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos at WrestleMania, with Bludgeon Brothers beating them at WrestleMania, which I think would be great. They also had a match between Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the Ascension, and what confuses me is that Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin say that they're on this other level, that they're the greatest freaking tag team in WWE at the moment, when just a couple weeks ago, or last week, just last week, they lost 2-0 to Usos at Rumble. How are they the best tag team in the WWE if they lose 2 in a row against the freaking Usos? It doesn't make any sense. It's freaking stupid. Never really got a handle on that. So hopefully they get a little bit of a push too. I like those two. Hopefully they get a little bit of a push too, and that'd be wonderful. But the match of the night, best match of the night, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. It was a great match. They actually fought a pretty decent amount of time. It was probably, a good 12 and 13 minutes of them duking it out. Oh, my goodness. It was great. But at the end, it was predictable again because AJ Styles gets involved. Daniel Bryan comes out and says that it's going to be a triple threat match at Elimination or at Fastlane for the for the championship, and I totally messed that up before the tag team championships. It's not gonna be an Elimination Chamber. It's gonna be a Fastlane. Sorry. So I really hope that that this whole thing with Daniel Bryan just kind of stops. I don't understand why they're putting him as a heel manager. It doesn't make any sense. It's like everybody loves Daniel Bryan. Why the hell would you make him a heel? It doesn't make any sense. It's freaking stupid. I mean, I know he wants to wrestle again. I know he's kind of bitter because he's not being able to wrestle because the doctors won't clear him or anything like that. But they're making him a heel manager, and they're making Kurt Angle a face manager. I mean, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of dumb. So, not really a big fan of that. But, well, we'll see where this goes. I swear to God, if they fuck this up and they don't make it Shinsuke versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, I'm gonna be pissed, because that's the one thing I'm actually really, really, really looking forward to watching. That's probably the only match at WrestleMania that I'm looking forward to watching at the moment. Is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It better be that match. If it's not, I'm probably not gonna watch WrestleMania. I'll get really pissed off. But I mean, that was pretty much everything for the week. That's how boring this week was. There was like 6 good matches in 5 hours, which is really kind of strange. Well, matches and talking points, I should say. Really kind of weird. They kind of dropped the ball. But this is kind of like a slow time between now and like WrestleMania. Except for like the week or two before WrestleMania, it's kind of like slow time because no one really cares. They're all preparing for WrestleMania. So now I kind of want to move on here a little bit to a couple of rumor roundups, or rumor mills that are going around. Um, Ronda Rousey looks like she's going to be more of a kind of a she's going to be more of a part-timer, like a Brock Lesnar type of role. Um I don't know if you guys read some of the stuff that was online after the Rumble, but I guess all these girls are pissed off that Ronda Rousey was at the Rumble. I guess no, I don't think anybody likes her being there. I really don't. I don't know why, but I don't think anybody really likes her. Really likes her being there. Um, the one big thing that I saw of a rumor rolling around was Bobby Lashley's coming back, and I can't wait for Bobby Lashley to come back. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing when he comes back. Um, Jason Jordan has a neck injury. He was set. I guess they were gonna put him as the last member of the Elimination Chamber, but now it doesn't look like it's gonna happen because he's hurting. So, I don't know who the last person is gonna be. And apparently, it was originally supposed to be Charlotte versus Asuka at WrestleMania, but then they changed it for whatever reason, and now it's gonna be Alexa versus Nia versus Asuka. Somehow they're gonna have it like a double count out, like I said before, with the Nia Jax versus Asuka match, and they're gonna have a double count out, and they're both gonna be in the match at WrestleMania, which is fine, I guess. But I would like to see her have a matchup, just her versus one other person. That'd be wonderful. Kane is dealing with an injury also, it looks like, because of how he just got destroyed in the Raw after Rumble. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the Mixed Match Challenge on Facebook Live, but apparently the ratings are horrible on that, and the WWE is not really very happy with that. So that's not something that is probably going to happen again, because I don't think a lot of people really care for it too much. The other thing is that they're going to have another one of those tournaments. This time it's going to be a Latin and South American talent will be held in Chile this August for some sort of a tournament, maybe another cruiserweight tournament or something. And that's, I think, when Rey Mysterio makes his appearance back again. So we'll see about that, and we'll see what happens there. So that's all the rumors that I have for this week anyway, and all the good ones anyway, that might be turned into something later on. Who knows? Hopefully it will. But this is actually a really, really short recap, because this week it was not very good when it comes to wrestling. Sorry to say. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. We have no questions from this week, but I really wish that everybody would kind of go in there and check out our video and see if you guys have any questions for me, and I will answer them as much as possible, and that would be wonderful. So please submit your questions in here this week, and I'll answer them next week. But thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Actually, you're not watching anything, you're listening. But thank you for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. And we'll be back next week for another Raw and SmackDown wrestling recap. But again, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And please don't forget to always enjoy. All right, bye guys.